Hey guys, welcome back to the Dermacom channel. I have no idea how this is working, so I will figure it out as we're going. I wanted to take a moment here and kind of show you the complete layout and what we're planning. We have a game that we're going to be running called the Lost Mines of Phandelver. It comes in the starter box for 5th edition. Hopefully the audio is okay. That's another thing that we'll be testing out fairly shortly. And this is my entire setup. It's so what you're looking at right now is kind of like something that we won't ever really show during the game. It's the full-blown map. When we're role-playing, this is what it'll be looking like more, where you have the Dungeon Master and the various players that are underneath. When there's an encounter that we're going to be getting into, we're going to have the players kind of listed off down the side. So down below there, you'll notice that there is a I don't know what you call it, a dice tower. So players, when they're rolling something that only I will know about, they can drop it in there and I will be able to see the results, you know, stealth checks and the like, and they'll be able to move their characters on the screen that has the map there. If there's something I need to actually show a player or some of the players, like let's say they encounter an air elemental and someone doesn't know what one looks like, and I happen to have one available, it'll look more like this, with again the players down below and side for the visual. So again, this is the full-blown setup. There's a little bit over to the left-hand side. Let me see if I can add something real quick here to give a better example of what I'm talking about. Widgets, whiteboard, there we go. So over on this side, right, that's like my special DM area. It's what's behind the screen. This middle area here is used for showing the streaming audience what I'm sending to the various players. And then over here we have the map. Over this area right here, this last little bit is just little icons that brings up other important pieces of the puzzle. For example, I'm going to zoom in on the map area, and one of the buttons could bring up the party character sheet that kind of has a quick overview of the player's passive perception and their stats and special defenses, anything I need to take in consideration. This software package that I'm using is actually Fantasy Grounds. Special thanks and shout out to Gamers on Games. We're going to be trying to get some content over to that channel in regards to what we're going to be doing here. If this playthrough doesn't work out, the good news though is that we should be setting up this notion of having a more regular game that we're going to be demonstrating. Once we're done with Lost Mines of Phandelver, we may move on to one of the larger rule books. Let me give it real quick. So I'm not saying that this is necessarily going to be the next one, but we might go into Storm King's Thunder. I have both the hardback and the digital version. I haven't gotten through any of this yet, though, because I don't know if I'm going to end up playing as opposed to DMing. I don't know what else to tell you. I just kind of am excited about this whole setup. I needed to kind of do some testing, see how the audio worked with running XSplit as my streaming software onto YouTube. I actually don't know if anyone can hear anything, and I don't even know if chat is working. Might not be. But this is kind of like a quick overview, testing out the setup and letting you all know, again, starting Wednesday, August 2nd, we're going to have 2 days a week, Wednesday and Sunday. On Wednesdays, the game will run between 8 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. on Eastern Standard, or Eastern Daylight Time, I guess we're in technically. And then on Sundays, it is 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the only exclusion will be August 16th. That will be the only day that I'm not going to be streaming the game. Here on YouTube, my original plan was to stream it on Twitch, but for whatever reason, the Twitch ad goofiness is causing some weird back looping issues with the audio, and that's not something I want to deal with. So we're going to go with, whatever is the easiest at this point. So we're also streaming here at 720p. I'm hoping this is going to be sufficient. Doesn't seem to be taxing very much of my system. I'm looking at about 20% laptop utilization. That's with using 3 monitors in order to have my notes there, and the DM special area here, and then here's the visuals, and there's the map down on the TV below. I am using a game table that I built, and if you wanted to know more about it, you can check out one of the earlier videos in order to make all this happen. Eventually, what I'd love to see, it's not going to necessarily happen for August, but I'd love to actually have it where we have local and online players, and we would then have a handful more cameras set up to have the rest of the party, the DM, the players online, and all that kind of good stuff. Hopefully this is going to be fun, but I will tell you right now, there's going to be a lot of little things that we'll have to take in consideration, technical aspects, as well as meeting a whole bunch of new people just to get this done. We do have one opening left, and if you're interested, take a look at the D&D 5th edition group that's on Facebook, or shoot me a message. Again, you'll find me, Dormicom RTD, on Facebook. And all that information, if it's not in the description area yet, will be by the time this goes not live, but for everyone to see in perpetuity. All right, have a good one.